today, the big question that people are asking is, was Abraham Lincoln gay?
In the 19th century, for many men, their closest relationships were other men, and same for women.
Men could live with another man when they're single, and often did, and shared beds.
Yes, this has been actually a topic of debate among historians for decades, and even earlier, scholars have been dancing around this interpretation. But I think it's actually really important to say that the moment, our moment, is right to bring this interpretation forward. And the film, I think, tries to talk about erasure and times where there's gatekeeping, and I would call it a kind of double standard around human sexuality that was imposed specifically on Lincoln in his relationships, so that his relationships with men were very often dismissed by historians and made to mean less than they were. What this new interpretation, what this film brings, is a focus on Lincoln's loves, and this includes his many male loves as well. So that's not in a sense new, but the interpretation is new. The way we want to present these documents, often which were kept in the archives, were sort of kept out of sight. This is new as well.
The film, what I'm hoping the film brings about is an empathy for Lincoln, and an empathy for the history of sexual fluidity. That one of the things I learned, and I hope people learn from the film, is that Lincoln wasn't this outlier, that he was literally participating in behaviors that were extraordinarily common, going all the way back to the Greeks and the Romans. In the 19th century, sexual fluidity was very common, and that it wasn't until these binaries were created, you know, the word homosexual, the word heterosexual were invented in 1870, that we start to see a lot of changes in society. And so what I'm hoping is that, you know, because there's so much vitriol against the LGBTQ community right now, that this movie can open up some empathy in kind of a divided country.